Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at what is next for Mount & Blade Bannerlord's most popular mod, Realm of Thrones. Our next update is going to be absolutely massive, which means we have a lot to discuss and cover. So before this video gets any longer than it needs to be, let's go ahead and dive into the new and awaited update. Also, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any future Realm of Thrones' content and or updates. To begin, I want to go over all of the new troops and armors that we will see in the next update before we dive into anything else. And let's just say there are a lot of them. These are just going to be concepts and not be exactly what we see when the new update releases. But with that said, looking back on previous updates, the concepts are pretty close to what ends up getting released. I'm going to leave my favorites for last, so be sure to stick around to see those. But the first troops and armor is a redesign for the Dothraki. It looks like there are a couple of variants to add more realism and variety to the Dothraki horde, which is nice to see, along with their signature curved blade. I think the armors look absolutely amazing and incredibly accurate, and I'm also really excited to try out the new sword as well. Our next troop is the Raven's Teeth. They are the personal guards of Bloodraven and House Targaryen. This is a new longbow troop that also comes with a one-handed sword. You can probably expect them to have a very high skill level in archery and a decent skill level in athletic and one-handed. I think the armor looks absolutely amazing, and their helmet might be one of my favorites in the entire mod. I'm very excited to try this new troop and see what they can do. The next troop we will be getting is from House Martell. We have a couple of color variants in the armor with silver, gold, and bronze that all look absolutely beautiful. Looks like some of these troops will have a two-handed greatsword and others will have a large round shield and a one-handed spear. I think they did a fantastic job with these troops. Everything from the spears to the armor looks absolutely amazing. The next troop in the update we will be getting is from the House Bracken from the Riverlands. Looks like they are a simple foot troop that has a one-handed sword and a fairly large shield. I think these troops would look amazing in a shield wall formation, and I love the small cape that they have, and I can't wait to try out this new troop and see what they can do. Moving along, we are finally going to be getting accurate thin warriors. These guys look absolutely amazing, and I know I've said that for all of the troops, but they all really do look great. It looks like they're going to come with a small round shield, but I'm not sure as to what weapons they will have, as it shows 4 different weapons. Looks like there's a two-handed axe with a dagger and a throwing axe and maybe a javelin or a small spear. I think they nailed this troop, and I'm very excited to try and get an army with these guys and see what they can do. The next new troops we will be getting is from House Harlaw from the Iron Islands. These troops also look to be just simple foot troops with a large round shield, but looks like they come with a variety of weapons like the spiked mace, a two-handed axe, along with a throwing axe as well. The troop again looks great, and I'm excited for them to be finally added to the mod. Next up isn't a troop, but we are getting a new armor set for everyone's favorite, the Hound. The armor looks absolutely beautiful along with his iconic helmet. I can't wait to see him wearing this armor set on the battlefield. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Whoever is making these assets definitely needs a raise. Now these next couple of troops we'll be looking at are definitely my favorites out of the ones we have covered so far. Starting off, we have the Winged Knights from House Aaron. This unit appears to have a full steel armor with a one or maybe even two-handed sword along with a body-sized shield. I think they knocked it out of the park with this unit, and I can see a lot of you already trying to make an army with these guys. Now these next couple of troops and armors we're about to look at are incredibly beautiful, and I can't decide which ones are my favorite. First, we have the armor set from Rhaegar Targaryen. I don't know about you, but you really can't get any better than this. This is hands down the best armor set we have so far in the entire mod in my opinion. I can't wait to get my hands on this. And next we have a knight from House Blackfire. Like I said before, both of these armor sets are beautiful, and I can't wait to get my hands on both of them. I'm not sure if we will be getting these troops as a little Easter egg, or if these will just be armor sets that we will be able to find or buy, but either way I'm very excited. The asset makers are doing an amazing job, and is another reason why I'm so excited for this next update. Moving on from troops and armors, I now want to take a look at some of the new city designs that they have made for when you're roaming around the world map. Our first redesign is from the city of Old Town. I'm so glad they decided to choose this city to redesign, as I always thought it looked very vanilla and out of place compared to cities like King's Landing or Dragonstone. Next we will be getting a redesign of the city of Highgarden. This again is another city I was hoping they would change in the near future, and I'm so glad that they did, as it looks amazing. It's one of those cities that when you look at Westeros it should stand out with the rest of the other major locations, and I think it definitely will now with the new redesign. The next castle that is getting a makeover is Harrenhal. This castle desperately needed a redesign from the old vanilla one that they have now, and I think they knocked it out of the park with this new design. With the tall towers in the middle of the castle is definitely going to stand out with the rest of the other major locations. The next city that's getting a fresh coat of paint is the Eyrie. I was really wondering how they were going to go about designing this city, and it blew me away when I first saw it. It's very accurate and detailed, and I love how you can see the bridge walkway all the way from the gate to the keep. Just 10 out of 10 all around, and probably my favorite design that they have made yet. Now moving away from the city map designs, we will now be taking a look at the new Castle Black design that you can actually walk around in, just like they did with Dragonstone in the previous update. I'm extremely excited to finally be able to walk around Castle Black myself. Not only that, but there will be custom battle maps when you engage in battle near the wall where these maps will trigger. It looks like they're going to be adding quite a few custom maps, as you can see the wall in the distance in all of these photos. This creates so much more immersion than I even thought was possible, especially if you have a playthrough as a soldier at Castle Black, which I definitely will be doing now after seeing this. It gets even better, as you can see here, there are custom sieges for Castle Black now, where you can actually fight on the wall and through the tunnel. It looks like you can even take troops on the elevator up to the wall, or maybe even down to the castle. I have a lot of questions as to how these sieges will actually work, and I can't wait to try it out for myself. Another note, we are also going to be getting wildling bandit camps on the wall. I would assume these are going to be hideouts that you can clear, referencing when the wildlings would climb the wall and make camp. Now, if you are a fan of horse armor and you wish there were more options of variety in the mod, then you are in luck. These are all of the new horse armor designs that will be added in the next update, and they all look amazing, and it feels like they have them for most of the major houses. I counted 14 different horse armors, and we could be getting even more. We are also going to be getting a zebra or zorse, and I would assume you would be able to find them in Northeast Essos, close to where you can find Yeti. Now, the last thing that has been announced in the next update, and was just announced a couple days ago, is probably the most anticipated feature that people have been wanting, and that is for the event, The Long Night. Now, not only is it just an event, but the Night King will actually spawn with an army of the undead and invade anything in their path, until all of continental Westeros is taken. They start with armies of hundreds, then they convert prisoners to the undead, until they are finally big enough to start conquering castles and towns. I'm super excited for this feature to finally be added, but I am curious as to how it will work. Will other houses fight them as well? Will ongoing wars between houses stop to try and defeat the Night King? If you defeat the Night King, will you gain relations from other lords? I'm super excited to see how it turns out, and it also gives us, the players, something else to look out for. But that is all the content that has been officially announced for the next update for Realm of Thrones. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about the new content and update, and if you have any questions or concerns, what are they? I'm personally looking forward to all of the new content, and I think the mod is headed in a great direction. But thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future Realm of Thrones content, and we will see you in the next one.